Hi my loves, how's it going? How are you guys doing? Welcome back to another video. I'm going to be rolling in the Pantastic Ladies project called 50 Shades of Black. The colour chosen this year was black. Each year it's been a different colour, and each year I've always been so determined to complete this project, and then I give up like a month into all of my project plans. So yeah, hopefully this year it'll be a little bit more different. Also, I'm trying out a new microphone. Hopefully the sound gets better for you guys as well. So I do apologize if it's a little bit too loud, but I will try to adjust where I can. But anyway, this project is a Fantastic Ladies collab. I'll leave all the details down below. I stole an idea from, I think her name is Jessica Lee. She did black eyeshadow and black nail polish when she rolled in her intro, but I didn't get around to painting my nails. But I decided to do my eyeshadow like this, and I can't lie, it's such a vibe. I'm so here for it. But I don't want to like drag the intro out for too long because there are 50 products to roll into this project pan. All the details for the project will be down below, the names of the creators, the start date, end date, and just anything else that you might need to be aware of. But essentially, you just pick 50 products and you either pan them, you hit a usage goal, or just use it up completely. So, without any further, like, yeah, let's just dive right into it. So, there are 50 products, and I really wanted to make sure that I had a bit of everything in it, especially hair care and like skin and body care, just because I feel like those two categories are somewhat, if not mostly, neglected in my collection. And unless I don't throw hair care products into a project, I find it very difficult to like focus on trying to use it up. And I already have plenty of makeup that is already in several projects, so I don't really want to overwhelm myself too much, but I still got 8 products that are makeup related. The first one is this NARS foundation. This is the Sheer Glow foundation. This is the shade Patagonia. I've had this for quite some time. I've also used up a lot of this. I have no idea how much is left because even when I leave this product to settle for like a week, you still can't tell where about I am. And it is definitely getting a lot lighter. I know I've used up a lot of it now, especially over the last couple of months and during the last few weddings as well. So like I know this is kind of getting there, but it's very difficult to kind of guess how far along I am because even when I hold this up to the light, have flashlight like flying through it, it just doesn't really tell me how much I have left. So this could last me a month, it could last me another 3 months, I have no idea. But the goal is to use this up, and I thought this would be the perfect product to throw this foundation into. Next up is this eye pencil. This is from Diego de la Palma. It's just a black eye pencil. I use this for today's look as well. Before I ever put on any black eyeshadow, I always make sure to use a black pencil because that way it gives you the most intense kind of black eyeshadow that you can get. This is literally all I have left of the pencil. I have been using this up quite a bit throughout the year, especially again during wedding season. This was like a go-to product for me to use, especially in the waterline. I love using a black eye pencil. It's kind of like a standard if you're a brown girl, and I do love it. This also doesn't irritate my eye, and I feel like it has like a good amount of longevity to it, and it doesn't budge. I think the most important thing is the fact that this product does not budge. Unfortunately, a lot of other eyeliners do, but if you are looking for a good product, an eye pencil, I would really recommend this. The goal is to use up completely, and by April of next year, I probably can. It is still a bit daunting. I do have several other black pencils. That's why I kind of wanted to throw this into a project. One, it already had a decent amount of usage on before I threw this into here. But two, I have a fair amount of black eyeshadow, like eyeliners. You would have seen that in my makeup inventory, or I'll try to remember to link it somewhere as well for you guys. But yeah, like I have a lot and I just want to work through some of that stuff. The next product is a MAC blush. This is the Into the Pink Extra Dimension blush. This is just what it looks like. It is a beautiful, very shimmery blush. You do not need a highlighter if you are to go ahead and use this. It's that shimmery, and I do love it. I bought this secondhand from someone on Instagram a very long time ago, but then she changed her content completely and we kind of like lost touch. But this is beautiful. It really is just so stunning. For this, I'm not trying to hit pan, I'm not trying to use it up because that will take me, I don't know, like 10 years. But I would love to just hit 10 uses on this. I think that is reasonable because I have so many other blushes and other project pans. And I thought like 10 isn't intense, but it would still allow me to play with this throughout the year at different times while I'm trying to also use up other products. But yeah, I do absolutely love this. I'll try to swatch this for you guys. I don't even know if you can like see that swatch, I'll be honest, but it is stunning. 10 uses might be too less, but I feel like I'm already going to struggle with trying to hit 10 uses. That's why I've just gone for that like small number this time. I'm trying to really think this project through, and I want to have some easy wins as well. I don't see this one being an easy win, but we'll see how it goes. The next product is another one due to its packaging. This is the Made by Mitchell blush in the shade A Chance of Peach. I realized last year, I think, that liquid highlighters are not the most ideal product for me because they don't work on top of foundation, and I felt like they were just sitting collecting dust, and I didn't really like that. I used an ELF liquid halo glow product. The only problem with ELF is they expire really quickly, but that product was really nice for like a glow from within look. It just sits really well underneath foundation and it looks really beautiful. And then I thought, okay, but I've got liquid highlighters. Technically, it's the same thing. And if I'm not going to use it on top of my skin, I might as well use this underneath and get the same look. That's what I've been doing. I have plenty of liquid highlighters to get through, and I can probably do the same thing with like liquid eyeshadow as well at some point. But this is what it looks like. I've taken the stopper out a while ago and I've marked the bottle here. I think I only rolled this in this year and I've been very consistent with trying to use this. I have quite a few after this one as well. So it would be really, really nice if I could use this up and then use up some of my other liquid highlighters. I really like the idea of like multi-using products where you can. And I think this turned out to work the best underneath foundation for me. And I think that is literally the way I'm going to go ahead and use this up. The goal is to use up completely. I really don't have much left. It'll probably take me a good couple of months, if not like half a year, but I'm okay with that. I've made fantastic progress. I can definitely see this being an empty, and I'm super excited. I have a NARS concealer. This is a mini. I'm currently panning the full size one, but that was like secondhand. I got it from my cousin and she used up a lot of it already. So I don't really have that much left in the product. But as soon as that one's done, I'm gonna jump on this one and pan this completely. This is a small product. It shouldn't take me that long to use. And I've got until April again, which is it's a long time, and I know by then this will definitely be finished. I've used this maybe 3 times since I bought it, and I bought this around end of August, start of September for my cousin's nigga because this concealer is the best concealer I've used, especially for like events. This is literally what I go to all the time. The goal is to just use it up, and I'm not too worried about it. It definitely will get used up. It's just gonna sit and collect dust for like a little bit longer before I can actually roll this in and use it properly. The last three are all lip products. The first one is going to be an Artitude Cosmetics lip oil. This is the last one left from all of the lip oils that I have. This is Wicked Watermelon. I felt like this was like the best scent, so I literally saved it for last. And it's a little bit bittersweet, but because I have it, I might as well use it. I think I bought this back in 2023, so I've had it for some time. I used up most of the lip oils last year, and this year I've already used them up, and I thought this is actually a very easy product to use, and I love using a lip oil. So I decided to throw this in. My lip gloss category is insane, and my lip oils are part of my lip gloss category because I kind of see them very similarly, even though they're kind of two slightly different things. So I'm really trying to like reduce that as much as possible, and I decided to go for this one because I feel like this would be a nice, easy win. And yeah, I will eventually like repurchase the entire like new release packaging plus scents that she has released, just not yet because I have so much as it is. But if you're looking for a good lip oil, I really recommend this one. Okay, so the last two makeup products I'm going to be having in this project are two from Huda Beauty. One of these is a liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Muse. The other one is a lip strobe within the shade Angelic. I got this as a set from someone, which I'm very grateful for because at the time I didn't really have many lip products from Huda, and I love this shade. I love a sort of cool tone, mauvey, pinky lip situation, and I think both of these will be kind of fun to use. The goal is to use each of these 10 times. I think that is going to be difficult as it is because I already have so many lip products in a Beauty A to Z project pan, so this will be a bit intense for me, but I'm so excited to try these two out. Okay, so next up is all the skincare that I've decided to roll into this project pan. I have a good chunk of skincare and I'm really trying to just use up whatever I can. A lot of this stuff is getting old now and I don't really want to have it like, and I don't want to carry any skincare over into 2026. So the goal is to just completely use it up and buy brand new products. I've thrown in as much skincare as I could into this project pan. I do have another skincare project pan over on TikTok, so I've got some stuff saved for that that didn't really fit into the 50 Shades of Black sort of box. But yeah, one of the products I've just grabbed is the Sunday Riley Good Genes Glycolic Acid treatment. This was like a gift with purchase. It was one of the, when you buy on like a few like places like Cult Beauty, Look Fantastic, or Sephora, which used to be Feel Unique, you can get goodie bags sometimes that are worth so much money that you'll get it when you spend over a certain amount of money. That's how I've ended up with a lot of the skincare that I haven't personally bought myself, especially these mini products. This is what I got through one of those. I can't lie, I can't complain because I probably wouldn't normally purchase these, but they're just collecting dust in my collection, and I really just want to use these up and have them gone. So yeah, that's just one of the skincare products. I rolled in sunscreen because that's probably like the go-to product that I have, and I tend to use sunscreen the most. Sometimes even if I don't feel like putting on any moisturizer or washing my face, I always just splash it with cold water, dry it, and then put sunscreen on. That would be that most basic skincare routine that I have during the day. This is one from CosRx. It's the Aloe Soothing Sunscreen. It's 50 plus SPF, which can't complain. It works pretty well. I've had it for some time. I really want to use it up and be done with this. I had a few others I've given two away to cousins, and I've got this one left. I think is my last one of the CosRx one, but it will be nice to have this used up as well. I've got one of these in the bathroom currently. This is the Beauty Bay Chamomile and Oat Lipid Cleanser Balm. This will be the last one of these that I have, and then these are completely used up. This one is a brand new one. I'm currently using one up. It's like halfway done, but I didn't want to roll that into this project because I felt like that would be kind of cheating. And if I did that, I probably would delay using this one up for like a good couple of months, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, this is a brand new one. This once I use up this one, it'll be the end of my cleansing balms, and then I get to buy brand new ones, which I'm so looking forward to. And hopefully, this project really encourages me to use up these as well. I have this from Avene. It's a Secafate. It's a restorative protective cream. I love using this when I have extremely dry skin or just in the winter especially. Love this. It feels so good. I've used up a good chunk of it. This is also my second bottle of this or tube of this. I've already used one up and I couldn't really resist. I think this is the perfect product to have in a routine, especially if you have extremely dry skin or if you want a little bit extra hydration, especially during the colder months. It's April and it's still kind of cold out in the UK, and every now and again I do start to use this product only when I'm not using actives, and I can't lie, I love it every time I use it. My skin feels really good and I'll always highly recommend this particular product. I have another sunscreen, but this one is from Harito. This is the daily go-to sunscreen. This is another one that I bought with my Yes House order, which I received, I think, February of 2024. So I've had these for a while, and the longer you have sunscreen, the less effective they become, which is why I want to use up my entire stash and start anew. I've got a tiny bit left in the one I'm currently using, which means by the end of April, if not the start of May, I should finally be able to roll in one of the two. I probably rolled in this one next because I've not used this one before, whereas the CosRx one, I've used quite a few of those bottles, so I know what that sunscreen is like. But I'm really excited and just looking forward to a new sunscreen. I have a bunch of like smaller sized products, which are still somewhat full size. This one is from Medicate and it's the Intelligent Retinol 3TR Supercharged 0.3% Vitamin A Serum. This is a 15 ml product. I have used a few other things from Medicate and I really, really do enjoy them. So I know that this would be a product that I do enjoy. I think I've used it maybe once or twice before, and it wasn't enough to see a difference because I wasn't using it so long. But it's a very good formula, like it works really well. There's no irritation. My skin doesn't feel like it's like freaking out. And it sits well with other products that I do use as well, which is really nice. But yeah, I'm gonna try to roll actives back into my routine, especially retinol, because I feel like my skin really needs it now. and hopefully that will help a lot of my acne pigmentation, and fingers crossed make a small difference to my acne scarring as well. I've had this next product for a very long time. I think the brand is called Odysite or Odysite. This is supposed to be a wild carrot serum concentrate, and what you do is you either use it on its own or add a few drops into moisturizer and use it through that way, and it's supposed to give you like a nice glow, which it does. But I hate the added step into my routine, which is the only reason I don't really use this as often as I probably should. Um, I really do just want to use it up and have it gone. It's not a bad product because it is nice. It does give the glow like it says it does, but it's just, it feels a bit long. So what I might just do is, rather than trying to mix it in with my moisturizer, just use it as like a more intense product and do a couple of drops before I moisturize and see how that works. And hopefully that means I get to use this up because that'll be kind of nice. I have my favorite, which is the Glow Recipe Blueberry Bounce Gentle Cleanser. And again, it's just because the packaging, the lettering is black. But I've had this for some time. I always have like, usually have like two cleansers in my any rotation at a time. One is always more of a gentle cleanser, which I use in the morning, and one's slightly more like intense, like cleanser, something that has like salicylic acid or something else in it that works well for me. I love this. I don't know how many, I've gone through so many of these already, the small size and the full size. I know I love the product. I will continue to love the product. Hopefully one day I get onto the PR list for Glow Recipe because that'll be bloody amazing. But yeah, I'm hopefully going to use up this whole product. Next is an eye cream. This is the Ren Brightening Dark Circle Eye Cream. I got this in some form of goodie bag. I've used up a few products from Ren and I have actually really enjoyed them because they do work really, really well. I'm currently using one eye cream at the moment, which is still from my mum, but it is from Nivea. And I think I might end up tossing that one very soon because I'm starting to get dry under eyes as a result of using that consistently. And it says it does the complete opposite of what it's doing to me right now. So I think I'm going to toss that and just roll this one in to the project. Hopefully this does help because I do have dark circles. It would be nice to see a little bit of a difference there, even though I know mine are more hereditary, but still one can hope. I've got this tiny little Shiny Darden lactic acid exfoliating serum. This is like 5 ml, which is literally nothing because a few uses and this will be done. Tell me why I'm struggling to use it. Like, this could have been finished by now. This would have been rolled out. I would have had the space for something else to add into this project. But no, I'm struggling. So I'm going to try and use this up in this project and try to use it up before the next update because that would be kind of nice to see. Like that empty would be really, really useful and very, very handy. So yeah, I just need to really remember to use this, I guess. Then I have another retinol serum, but this is from Sun By Me and it's supposed to be a little bit more like of an intense like retinol. This has retinol at 0.1%, retinol 1 ppm, and bakuchiol at 5,000 ppm. I have no idea what any of that means, but I'm just assuming this is a slightly more intense version of the Medic 8 one, which is I'm totally fine with. I just need to remember to actually add this into my skincare routine so that I can actually physically see a difference to my skin, you know? I have a light facial cleansing oil from Rice Water Bright. I did a skincare inventory and somebody posted that this is the same as the other like cleansing oil which I've just used up, which means it's not a very intense sort of product. The other cleansing oil, I think it was by Beauty by Joseon, and I was already struggling with trying to remove eye makeup. So what I'm going to do instead is also put this in my bathroom, and the days where I'm not doing any makeup but I've got SPF on, try to use this on those days. And that way I can use up both my cleansing balms and my cleansing oil and have both of them out of my routine. Like today, with the black eyeshadow, I'm definitely going to need a cleansing balm. Probably also need to use micellar water before I even get into the shower. But like cleansing oils, they don't really work when I have on makeup, so I don't really see myself like buying them in the future. But if I do, I'm only going to use them when I'm taking off SPF, and that's what I'm going to just chuck this in the bathroom for. Hopefully I can have this done in a couple of months. That would be really nice, because it's just taking up space, and I can't wait to actually I did new products or like try new things as part of my like first cleansers, if you know what I mean. I also bought this mask from Beauty Gislon, I think, and it's the Red Bean Refreshing Pore Mask. My friends use this and she loves it. I have yet to use it. I have had this since February 2024, and it would be really nice to actually get around to using this because she said it's amazing. And if she says it's amazing, that means I definitely do need to use this. It comes in this box, which also has a little like spoolie slash spatula thing that can also be used, which I think is super cool. But yeah, I've realized I'm not really much of a mask girly. There's only two types of masks that I like, and the first one is something that works similarly to this. The other one is something like this, which is a black peel off mask. I've gone through countless bottles of this product. I really do enjoy using it. I don't use it all the time just because I do feel like sometimes it does rip off a little bit layer of your actual skin, which is not what you want, but it is really good to pull out a lot of the blackheads, sebaceous filaments, and just stuff like that. And it gives a really nice like look to the skin. I love it for that reason, especially because I have oily skin. So I feel like no matter what I do, I'm always going to end up with sebaceous filaments or blackheads, which is really annoying and frustrating. But yeah, I've gone through like bottles and bottles. I think I'm like halfway done with this product, but is starting to slightly age because I don't use it all the time. And because I've only got like probably less than half of this left, it would be really nice to have this as an empty within the next couple of months as well. Last sort of skincare product before we move on is this one from Dr. Barbara Sturm. I never buy any of her products, they just end up in my collection as like gifted purchases. This is how I ended up with this one. This is their glow drops. I have no idea. I haven't really heard much about this. Anything I've tried so far, it's been decent. Like I wouldn't really go out and purchase it because of the price tag. It's a little bit insane, but I'm looking forward to using these, especially with the summer coming around to see what these are like. So I guess stay tuned. Next up is body care, and there's a decent amount of products in here as well. The first one is CeraVe Salicylic Acid Smoothing Cream. This is the tub. I've had this for some time. I don't know why I still have this in my collection. But yeah, it's like collecting dust, and I really want to use it because apparently it's really, really good, especially if you've got strawberry legs, which I do. Um, so this would be really nice to actually use up, and I can't wait to use it. Is this the only one of these? No, I have a tube version of this as well. And guess what? I rolled into this project too. I was not joking when I said I had two of these. I have this one, which is slightly smaller than the tub, which is nice, which means I can probably try to use this up first and then use up the tub. But it would be very nice to use this up as soon as possible. I've had these for some time. I don't really want to keep these in my collection any longer. And I really, 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 really want to be done with these as soon as possible. I do think that these would work really well for my strawberry legs. Even my upper arms have the same sort of thing. So that'd be really nice. And hopefully it does actually make a difference. But yeah, I have two of these. I don't know how I ended up with two. I think I bought one. The other one came in some kind of a bag or a box or something. But yeah, I've got two. But yeah, hopefully I can get them both done. Is that the only body lotion? No, absolutely not. I've rolled in so many in this collection. This project, I don't know why, but this one is the Ritual of Meher Loving Body Cream. This was quite a nice scent as well. My favorite is the Ritual Gem, but this is not that big of a product. It's 100ml in here, and I think this would be quite an easy one to actually use up, which I'm really looking forward to. Also because the one body lotion I'm currently using is like a tiny, tiny bit left, which means that's going to be done the next time I shower. And then I can start to use one of these lotions up, and that'll be fantastic. Did you really think I was done? Absolutely not. I rolled in another one. This is the E45 body lotion. Most of it is blue, but literally the expiration date on here is in black, and that's why I rolled it in. Why have I rolled it in? If I don't, I'm not going to use these or I'll get very lazy. And I don't want to do that because looking after your body is very, very important. Yeah, I really do want to start like being more serious with moisturizing my body. I hate the idea of dry skin. It's really annoying. But yeah, this is another one. I haven't really used E45 in a very long time. So yeah, hopefully it's as good as it used to be and that I remember. But yeah, this I think would be well in the winter months. I'm not sure if this is like a thick formula or if it's sticky. We will see when the summer rolls around and how many of these I can actually use because the summer in the UK is disgusting. But while it's not summer yet, I can get away with using a good chunk of body lotion. So let's see how it goes and how it works out. I can't lie, I'm a little bit nervous now. Let's switch over and talk about some hand lotions. So I've got the Ritual Jing. This is the Instant Care hand lotion. I tend to keep this next to my bed. Have I used it over the last few months since I've had it there? No. But maybe if I put it into a project pan, I can actually force myself to use it that a little bit more. Love this scent. I don't really remember how I got this, but I probably bought something from the brand. But yeah, it's a really nice, good product. But I just need to like use it more. And my hands are always dry, so I don't know why I don't use more hand cream either. Like, make it make sense. Another hand cream is one from the Body Shop. This is the almond milk one. But as you can see, I've actually used up a good chunk of this. I have less than half left in here, and this is what I normally use whenever I'm going out and about. Because it's very handy to have this in a bag, and it's also the perfect size to carry around in a bag rather than something like this, because this is quite big. But yeah, I've got quite a lot of use on this already, and I thought if I throw this into Project Pan, that will actually force me to use this up quicker because I have so many other hand creams this size left to use. Again, I'll post like my skincare inventory somewhere for you guys to see, but it will be really nice to use this up. And these are like starting to age. So before they completely expire on me, it would be nice if I could actually use them up. I have two products from the same brand. This is the first Aid Beauty product. This is the Bump Eraser Body Scrub to use in the shower, and then this is the Smoothing Body Lotion to use afterwards. These products pair really well together, so when I throw these in, I'm going to throw these in together at the same time. And I am actually thinking about putting these both in together as the first products that I use, like hand in hand. That would be kind of nice. I don't really know how this is gonna go, and I haven't really used any body product from them. I have used the face moisturizer though, and that was very, very hydrating, and I loved it so much. But yeah, I think it's time to use this up. Like, these are chunky products as well, and the drawer that I usually keep these in, like it's a bit tough trying to fit everything in there. Like, these take up a lot of space, so it would be nice to use these up because I have had these, I think, since 2023. So again, they're kind of getting old now, and I don't really like that, and I really want these done as soon as possible. The last product as part of the body care is this deep moisturizing foot cream from Boots. I am currently already using one up, which is halfway done, but I don't want to roll that in because if I did that, I would then get very lazy with using up the other two that I have. I have this one, which I want to roll into this project pan, and then I have one more left after this gets used up. But the one I'm currently using is like halfway done. And yeah, this is not deep moisturizing at all. It's really not. So I would just say, like, if you're trying to find something that's deeply hydrating, especially for your feet, this is not it. But yeah, since I have these, I'm trying to just use them up where I can, and I think this is the best way for me to try to force myself to use this, so that's why it's in this project. Okay, the last part of this before we're done is hair care, and I threw in as much as I could, only because if I don't throw these into a project, I'm not going to use them and it's going to collect dust, and that's quite frustrating because I've had a lot of these. And most of these have made it into my collection through literally gift purchases or those beauty bags or the goodie bags that you get. Like, a lot of this stuff I wouldn't have even bought myself, but the idea of like just chucking them away seems so wasteful. And a lot of people that I know, when it comes to the hair care routine, they're very particular with what they use. So once a lot of these are done, I'm never repurchasing them again. But I have a lot, so I'll try to do this as quick as I can. And again, most of these are literally because black is in the packaging. Um, but yeah, the first one is the Olaplex number 6, a bond smoother. This is supposed to be a leave-in reparative styling cream, which helps reduce frizz. I've got a few of these similar products like this in this project pan. This should not take me a very long time to use because it's literally like 30 ml. And obviously, if I don't start using this, I'm not going to use it up. So it would be really nice if I could actually get a little bit more serious with my hair care and really learn to take care of my hair, because like, I'm not only losing hair, but my hair feels very like rough because it is bleached as well, and like damaged because of the bleach. Um, it's not because my hairdresser didn't do a good job, she did, but I just feel like no matter how well the job has been done, bleach still damages your hair and it doesn't feel the same, and it won't ever really feel the same as your natural hair. And that sort of texture is really like annoying to me. So like, I really want to start taking better care of my hair before I cut all of the bleach off, because I don't know when I'm going to book this appointment. Like, yeah, kind of struggling to like manage everything. But yeah, this is just one of the products. Another Olaplex product is number 3 hair perfector, which is supposed to be some kind of like a hair mask. So you're supposed to apply this on damp towel dried hair, and you apply a generous amount and you leave it on for about 10 minutes. Whenever I have used the number 3 product, I've always left it in for like an hour or sometimes a little bit longer than that. But that is because my hair has been wet enough and it still remains wet by the time I have this. And then as soon as I start to feel like my hair is starting to dry out, or I've done what I need to do, which is between 1 to 2 hours long, I will then go ahead and wash this off. And that has always helped massively. During wedding season, this would have been very beneficial if I had used this product up at the time. Um, but still, I got away and my hair was actually fine, and it worked better because when your hair is slightly more damaged, your curls will be held up very nicely in your hair. So yeah, but like now until my next hair appointment, I do want to start using some of this up because I'm obviously not going to chop off my entire hair, because it's taken me a very long time to grow this out. But it would be nice to sort of help repair some of that damage. I have a hair oil from Shumura. This is supposed to be a nourishing protective oil. Again, some kind of goodie bag or like give the purchase, which I don't really remember how I got it. But this is a couple of years old now. Like I know I've had this for quite some time, probably 2023, if not definitely before then. Probably I'm gonna see more like 2021, if not 2022. So yeah, it's quite an old hair oil. I've got so many hair oils. I'm really just trying to like use up what I can. I've got one that's like almost finished. It's like over halfway done. And it was like a small mini as well. So that shouldn't take me more than like a month, if not 2 months to use. And as soon as that is done, I'm rolling this in because I need this to be gone as well. I'm now focusing on my smaller sized products and really just trying to get these out. So at least that way it will help reduce my inventory by a massive chunk by the end of the year. So that'd be kind of nice. And honestly, these take up so much space as well. Whereas like one large size product is easy because it kind of just gets shoved into one like spot. Whereas having so many like minis, it does take up a lot of space. I have this KMS Thermoshape like hot flex spray heat something. I have no idea. I've never heard about this. I have no idea if it actually works or is as good as it sounds, or if it's just like a finicky sort of product that doesn't actually do anything for your hair. So we'll see how this goes. It's a small product. I don't even think I have much left in here. I think it's about like 3/4 or like 2/3 of a product in here. We'll see how it goes. I don't really have high hopes, but it would be so nice to have this done. I have two products from Innocent, and one of these is a Clarity hair bath, which is a shampoo, and the other is a Clarity conditioner. I will use these together at some point very, very, very soon in my shower routine, and I can't wait to use these. These are also small products, so they probably won't last me more than like a week, if not a week and a half, because I double wash my hair and I also shower every other day as well, so we shall see. But these will be very quick and easy to use. I just need to actually remember that I have these to use, and I think I will probably toss these into the shower today so that I can actually um remember to use them. Otherwise, they're just going to sit and collect dust. You thought I was done? Absolutely not. I've got this Gorgeous Intense Hair Density Serum. Never used this before. I have no idea, but the lid is black, so I've rolled it in here. We'll see how it goes, but this is the only way for me to actually remember to use this up. I've got this Control Freak Frizz Control and Straightener Serum from Bedhead. I've tried to use this. I've rolled this into several projects over the last couple of years. I rolled this in some project last year, and I made a decent amount of progress. But I've made a new line on the other direction so that I know that that's the line I'm following. But yeah, there's a lot of product in here. God knows how long it will actually take to use this. But it'll be very nice to have this done. It's a big product, like it's big packaging. It takes up a good chunk of space. So yeah, it'll be very nice to have this gone and over and done with. Usually I actually have this upside down, which is what I should have done when I'm marking a line in here, which is something that I think I might go ahead and do anyway. Um, but let's see. I have this number 17. It's supposed to be brown lash lamination, but it does nothing for my lashes or brows. So what I've decided to do instead is use this for like my like flyaways. That kind of it actually works better for that than it does for my brows. I made a line for where I am now, and honestly, this is definitely a product which I can have done by the end of the project. hopefully a lot sooner than then, because I don't actually have that much left in here. I've got this Redken acidic bonding concentrate, which is an intense treatment. I think this is similar to the Olaplex number 3, but I've never used this one before. I bought this around the time when I last bleached my hair, which was, I think, January or February of 2024. So, and I still haven't got around to using this product, which is insane to think about because it's just been collecting dust from that time onwards. So you can really tell like how neglectful I have been by just that statement. But it would be very nice to start actually taking care of my hair properly. And I've heard that a lot of these Redken products are really, really good. So I really want to actually get around to using this and seeing if it was worth the money or not. I've got another hair oil, but this one is Olaplex number 7 bonding oil. This came as part of a set, and I've had this again for quite some time. We're probably talking about 3+ years at this point. So yeah, I haven't bought Olaplex products personally in a very long time. Anything since then I've just received in like some form of a goodie bag or gift purchase or whatever the hell it is. But it will be very nice to have this done as well. I know a lot of people love this oil, some people don't. It's like a mix of opinions. But honestly, I just like to use a bit of hair oil every time I like braid my hair. So what I do every day is obviously have them in a shower, and I don't really use as many hair products now after a shower. But I'll add like a little bit of hair oil into damp hair. But then like the next day when I'm doing my hair again, I typically have it in a braid. So I'll brush it all out, add some hair oil so that it will protect my ends, and then braid it so that again the hair is like protected but it's also kept tidy and away from my face, because otherwise I'll just chuck it up in a messy bun and that just really is damaging. So I'm trying to avoid that and just braid my hair instead. But yeah, that's literally how I'm going to be using this. So hair oil up, it'll probably take me a very long time to use this particular one, but I'm fine with that as long as I get to use it up to some capacity. That would be great. Two more products from Redken. One is the Color Protect shampoo and then the conditioner. I should have really used this when I had colored hair, didn't, but I'm thinking of dyeing my hair pink just for shits and giggles for like a short time, and that's just until I chop it off, because why not? Wedding season's over, the next wedding won't be for like several months now, so I'm totally fine with that, and I think it'll be really fun, and I really want to go for like a bright pink. I don't know if I can actually do that on my hair because it has like tinges of like kind of orange, but it's more like a orangey brown, coppery sort of color. So we'll see how the pink picks up on this. But I don't want to dye like full hair. It would just be nice to experiment on some of the parts that are like colored at the bottom, because I still don't know if I'm going to chop off the whole lot or I'm going to just chop off like 2 or 3 inches. But I think at the time I can then get to use this shampoo just so that the color will last a little bit longer. But yeah, I need to just really use these up. Almost at the end, I promise. I've got this Beauty Bay hair serum. It's supposed to be a smooth and shine product. This is just part of a free gift purchase. I've had this for so long, and I really just need to get around to actually using this product up. Basically, I've got this mask from Christoph Robin. I actually love the hair care products. I think they're fantastic. Everything I've used from their brand has worked so well. Then it's always been very hydrating, smells delicious, and smoothing, and it just made my hair feel really nice and soft. This is the Color Shield Cleansing Mask. This is really good if you have coloured hair because it will help protect that colour. I'm at the point where I don't really care about the colour in my hair right now. It's just, it is what it is. I don't know if I'm going to dye. I really don't know what I'm going to do. But if you have coloured hair, something like this would probably be really good to have. But yeah, I need to use this because I've had this for some time. But tell me why I still haven't used this. Like, I have another hair oil, but this one is a pre-shower hair oil, so I'm not too worried about it. This is the Nature Smells Natural Rosemary Hair Oil. I've marked how much I have left in here. It's not really that much left. I try to use this as often as I can, and most of the times I do forget to oil my hair, whereas I should be doing that at least like once a week. Um, but yeah, I don't use it enough to actually notice a difference to my hair. But I do think it is nice to use a hair oil every now and again, especially like for your scalp, because I think sometimes your scalp does need it, especially if you have like drier scalp like mine. But yeah, I don't have that much left in here. It will be very nice to have this finished as soon as possible. Um, Only because there's one other brand for like hair oil that I really want to try, because apparently hers is amazing. Um, but yeah, I don't have much left to go. This probably lasts me another couple of months and then I'll be done with this. I have this random L'Oreal Elvive Glycolic Gloss Leave-In Serum. I think this was an accidental purchase. I've used up the in shower treatment and I thought that was like very gimmicky and pretty useless. I won't be surprised if this also does absolutely nothing, but we shall see. I have not used this since I have even bought this, it's just been collecting dust. So I'm really hoping that I can actually remember to use this now and have this out of my collection because I'm not going to be repurchasing this ever again. And then the last hair care product is the Redken One United all-in-one multi-benefit treatment, which just looks like this. Apparently this is a fantastic product. My hairdresser really recommended me this, but I have yet to use this and I've had this in my collection for over a year now, which is so ridiculous, but it would be very nice to finally get to use this. That was everything for this project pan intro. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I will not have future videos being this long, hopefully, and the reason for that is because I'm not going to be showcasing every single product every video. I'll only be talking about the ones I've used or have used up, and that's all you will see until those products are done, and then that's it. I might do like some kind of a recap at some point, but once these products are done and I've used them up, I'm just going to toss them and recycle them. And I don't want to hold on to anything for longer than I need to. So we shall see. But I do need to find a way to store these products so that I actually remember to use them and to forget these exist as part of project pans. So I can't put them away like I used to, but I need to figure out a place to keep them all. But that is literally everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully the next update, the first update, can be a good sort of progress update, just because it will help me like gain momentum and keep motivation up for this project plan. But that is literally everything. I shall catch you next week for another video. Bye.